your favorite girl. That's right.
All right, people. Once again, welcome to the Den Season 4, Episode 7. My name is High Level, and I welcome you to the Den.
Bless the Lord. My name is Ross Kofi. There.
One love, I don't know, DJ D-Lex. Respect.
Yo, I'm Jay Till.
And of course, they saved the best for last. I am Ariana Grande.
How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing? How everybody feeling on the Den?
Good.
Good, real good.
So, guys, we have a very interesting show for you guys tonight. So, I'm gonna let my boy Jay Till take it over.
Yo, so tonight we're gonna play a little game called Fact or Cap. I'll talk about some things that's going on in the world right now, and y'all let me know whether y'all think it's fact or cap. So starting off today's news with Shannon Sharpe. The legal battle surrounding Hall of Fame NFL tight end and ESPN personality Shannon Sharpe took a devastating new turn Wednesday as the lawyer for Sharpe's accuser, Tony Busby, released a second and even more disturbing audio clip of the allegedly featuring Sharpe making violent threats towards the woman now suing him for rape. Sharpe, 56, has categorically denied the allegations, calling the lawsuit a shakedown in a videotape statement released Tuesday. However, the release of this new audio has injected a fresh wave of horror and controversy into the already scandalous case. So just a little excerpt of what was said. She said, "I'm not really interested in being choked, so I guess we're going," she says. Sharpe responds without hesitation, "I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman." To which the woman quickly retorts, "Not a good look, Shannon." But Sharpe, with an alarming coldness, fires back, "It's not a good look, the shit you did to me." The raw, aggressive nature of the exchange paints a disturbing picture of their dynamic shortly before the alleged assaults took place. Yo, is it a shakedown? Is it fact or cap?
You want to go take that
Man,
one?
that's some serious games to be playing with. Just to be playing as a black man, you know.
What you think it is?
There's some truth there. I mean, he's definitely not saying that he don't know this person or she's just making this up. So apparently they engaged in some kind of consensual something. I'm not even too sure. I mean, it is a fact that stuff happened. That's what we all know. But is it cap that she making this stuff up to be morphed for like a money grab? I'm not sure. I can't say. I really can't say.
So you can't put a fact or a cap on it.
You gotta pick a side, fact or cap.
Facts that something happened. Yeah, something happened.
All right, I'm a cap it.
Cap.
The reason I'm a cap it is because if y'all know about it, the first 2 incidents with him that she came to his house, she let her ride, and then she stayed with him, dating him for 2 more years. Like, how you gonna date somebody that raped you 2 more years? Like, seriously, like, come on, y'all. Somebody rape you, you gonna date them for 2 more years after that?
Yeah, that happens. I'm sure there's women out there that will say that they've been assaulted by a man
And they don't
stayed
leave.
around, they didn't leave. Yeah.
All right, and then she waited years later to report it when my man got the bag.
Yes.
Okay, there's a scarier part about that. The couple years coupled with her actual age,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
right? That's another part of it. So she's only 20 years old, and we're talking about a couple years.
She was 18.
So she was.
I'm not the greatest at math.
Yo, man.
I'm not the great. That's not
Man,
my strong suit.
Hey,
What you think, D-Lex?
it's cap,
Cal.
for sure.
What cap? What her age?
Cap and everything.
No, the whole story.
Yeah, because, like, if you notice, like, when it comes to black men who are getting the bag, you notice all these cases or whatever are coming against them lately? Like, it's been a trend now, to be honest. That's what I think.
It's not a trend, but I could see what he's saying. Like,
I mean,
they all on 8 out of 10 of them wait till the bag reach then to say something.
So I think it's worth mentioning. Word just came out that he was signing a $100 million deal as this lawsuit came out.
Come on, man.
I,
Cap
cap
it.
Do with that what you want.
I got
or
a
what
cap
you
on.
Might, but I'm just saying, like, that's worth mentioning.
Cap it.
I'm not gonna get too deep into cap. What you think?
I like all y'all little answers. That was some cute shit.
What you mean?
It's definitely facts. He's a
Okay.
nasty ass nigga.
Oh,
He's into some freaky shit.
As-
He was willing to settle for 10 million. That's an admission to something. She didn't like them numbers and she went full throttle. He already had the bag.
But let me ask you something. Don't couples go through arguments and say dumb shit like, bitch, I'm gonna kill you. Or, man, I'm gonna choke, but leave me alone before I choke the shit out of you.
now look, I've been in a lot of relationships. I don't know if I ever did that one.
You
No,
do
I
an
ain't
argument.
never
I'm
did
just
that
saying, like,
either.
I'm
I never did that
I'm not
either.
knocking nobody's journey, right?
Right,
Like,
right,
I'm not
right.
like-
But you have them.
So-
Do you have them toxic couples that argue like that?
absolutely.
We're not even talking about arguing. We're talking about sexual acts. They was into some freaky shit.
Right.
They was really for years.
And she was 18, so she's an adult. So
That's the real question for me.
I mean,
Technically,
That's the
I mean,
real question.
but
That's
that
America.
is weird for a 56-year-old,
yeah,
or 54-year-old man to be.
Who's been in the industry for
I mean, damn,
years.
he couldn't.
We have
But
some
let me not say-
shakedowns.
So I don't really. I try not to judge people for what they do in their bedroom and stuff like that. But man, 56 to 18, and then you can want to play them kind of games like
yeah, that's nasty
But
work.
if-
big black man,
It is,
little white
but-
girl. Like, come on, bro.
If any of you guys watches his podcast with Ocho Cinco, you could tell these niggas freaks.
You could tell he's a freak.
These niggas talk about shit worse than what is in the court system now for him.
Yo, but
I
that's,
have a-
but that's not the question. He a nasty dude, right? We all
Hey,
in
it's-
agreement.
No,
that
he's not a nasty
crime.
dude, he's
It's
just
not
a
crime
freak.
to be nasty.
He's just a freak.
It's not a
In your
crime to be
bedroom.
nasty.
in your bedroom.
The question is are the allegations fact or cap? Do you believe that she was sexually abused by this man?
That's cap. I think you enjoyed
Wait,
everything
I
y'all
think
was
you
doing.
gotta pick a side. You gotta
No,
pick a
because
side.
So what you saying
no,
facts for?
no. You phrased the question different.
Okay, how did I phrase it?
The first time you asked, did I think the allegations was cap or fact? Right?
Correct.
What? Ask your question first.
You want me to answer my question?
No, ask.
I don't remember the order in which I asked the question. Right. But
Do you
is it
believe-
fa-
do
do
you
you
believe-
believe the allegations
That she was sexually assaulted.
that she was sexually
No,
assaulted?
I don't think so. I think that's how they got down in the bedroom. Why we didn't see his responses to the text messages?
That's
mean-
that's not necessarily going to prove guilt.
Right.
Why we didn't see
What
his
is
responses to the
interesting though,
text
right,
messages?
is that he is saying that some video footage is going to be released, right? And he's saying, well, if I had it, I would have released all. I would release all of it.
You know, Uncle Sharp like releasing videos now. We know that
I mean,
from the last incident.
another thing I think that should be noted also, isn't this the lawyer that sued Jay-Z?
Tony Busby, correct.
Okay, so he's questionable.
He's about the bag, yo. Like this month, he's about the
At
bag.
this moment, is proven until guilty. That's it. You know.
So let me ask you this. She said one thing that was interesting. $10 million settlement. $10 million is what he was willing to settle for. Do y'all consider, she thinks it is, do y'all consider that an admission of guilt?
No, it's how they handle
It's
business nowadays.
Correct.
They don't want the negative feedback of even if it's possible, if he need to do shit. Just the fact that they questioning him now, 10 million worth that to Uncle Sharp. Because look, he got to do damage control like shit now.
Correct.
So I'm kicking that 10. If I got the
Hey,
10 million,
so
man, shut the fuck up. Take
what-
that 10 million.
What's the takeaway here? What are we learning from this? What is the lesson here?
Like Dr. Umar said,
No,
don't
well,
mess with the snow bunnies.
Hey, listen to this though. Wait. I heard Shannon Sharp on another interview saying that like he don't take the elevators with women when they come to clean his hotel room. He go outside.
He go outside.
He has all these procedures that he follows so he doesn't get entrapped with this. Like, why this?
Because that was his girl. That was the relationship he was in. That shit was comfortable for them.
That was years ago too. So like
Yo,
nobody
but
knew
no.
till this happened.
But let's
yo,
what does a 54-year-old man and an 18-year-old young lady talk about?
Money, $25,000 a cheek.
I'm
Boom.
just trying to
Boom.
understand, like, you can't just, hey, I'm Shannon, hey, I'm this 18-year-old girl, hey, let's go to the room. No, like they got to be some kind of dialogue.
It's not the first
before
that it
we get to that
happened.
point.
So.
It's not the first time that it happened, and I think it's control. It's
Yeah.
control. You can easily control and manipulate that to look like what you want to. Like even in a phone call, you can hear a little bit of that.
I think it raises a bigger question and is a bigger red flag. Do I think he sexually assaulted her? No. But then I do think there's a separate conversation we might need to have.
About what?
Age.
Age, bro.
What you mean?
Man, I got a daughter. I have a daughter that's
Me
going to
too.
be 17
I
next
mean,
week.
Me
If
too.
she
I got a
bring
daughter that's
home-
gonna be 18 next month.
She bring home a
if she
Shannon
bring
Sharp.
home a
Hell
50-year-old
yeah, I'm a,
anything,
hell yeah, I'm a trip.
a 50-year-old anything,
I'm a
it's gonna be
trip.
problem, right?
But for how long am I trip for? I can't
You
trip
gotta
forever.
understand,
Like,
some people are not
Most
phased by it.
parents, I don't know, let me not say most, because I definitely would. But you know what though? What I do know is a lot of people don't have integrity, and they would allow their daughters, because that's been going on in the black community for a long time. Grown men courting young girls, but because they got a little paper, the family's okay with it. That's been happening. in
Go
our
to,
community.
go to any high school.
There you go.
You're gonna see the old nigga picking up the little young girls.
There you go.
This is nothing new. Nothing.
So
I ain't
maybe
never
that's
saw
a
it that
conversation that probably needs to be. Oh yeah, that old, older than that. Mm-hmm. That's been happening. That ain't nothing
Yes.
new.
So again, it's another conversation we gotta have. So, but this one, we all in agreement. Cap.
cap.
Yeah,
Cap all the
yep.
way
Cap,
across
cap,
the
cap.
board.
All right, so we ain't riding with that. Next thing, we gonna roll down with Lil Wayne. Well, Lil Wayne. They got me saying Little. Y'all say Little on the East Coast. It's Lil.
Man, we Lil Wayne.
It's Weezy F baby.
Lil Wayne.
Weezy F baby.
Easy up, baby.
F is for front door.
So recently, New Orleans' own Lil Wayne Carter sat down to do an interview with Rolling Stone. In the interview, Wayne stated an average day ends shortly after leaving the studio and eating breakfast while watching shows like First Take. While pointing to a nearby TV playing ESPN, he declares, "If it don't happen on this channel or FS1, I wouldn't know it happened." He sleeps after, then wakes up to dinner around 6 p.m. For most of the rap world, the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef was hot button news, and it didn't blip for Wayne. Basically, he says in the interview, he didn't know that Kendrick and Drake had a beef. He admitted to even getting on stage at one point and singing "Not Like Us," not knowing that it was Kendrick's song or that it was directed at Drake.
You can't even fucking finish, bro. Like, it sounds so ridiculous. You can't even finish.
Difficult. It was difficult. They said he burrowed his face in the arm of the chair while laughing. "I ain't want my dude mad at me." He says, "I didn't even know it was Kendrick." Later in the evening, the interviewer referenced Jay-Z and Kanye West Watch the Throne. Lil Wayne responded, "What's that?" The interviewer responded, "Kanye and Jay-Z's album." His response was, "They did an album." So he completely did not know of the Watch the Throne album from 2011. Always heard. I got sources. I'm not saying they close, but I got sources, and I've read enough to hear that Wayne's kind of in his own orbit, own world. He listens to his own music and only his own music. The features that you hear him on, he rarely knows those artists are familiar with their work. But I gotta ask y'all, is this fact or cap?
Look, hey, can I go first on this one?
Absolutely.
Lil Wayne is
Lil. See, I just said it.
Or just say Weezy. Just
Lil
say
Wayne.
Weezy.
Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne.
Lil
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne, right? Is one of the most top influential artists in the last 20 years.
Facts.
You're trying to sit up here and tell us that you don't know about nobody else but yourself? Your job is to find out who your competition is in the hip hop industry and see what they coming with, so you could come harder. Like, that's cap, bro.
Cap.
You don't.
No,
you
it's not.
Huh?
No, it's not.
Why you say no? It's not.
Because maybe he live in his own world.
Nah.
Yeah.
So,
Think about it.
I mean, Wayne been saying he in his own world. For
but
a
listen
while.
though, but listen though.
Yeah,
He
he
watched
is.
he watched the link. He watched
This
ESPN,
is
right?
what the Wayne don't got no competition when it comes to rapping, so he don't need to listen to nobody.
Exactly.
If I
no
say I'm
competition.
if
No,
I
you
say
don't.
I'm the
Man.
greatest alive, I'm not looking at nobody.
Man, all right. So
But he that good though.
he watches ESPN. What's ESPN
Sports.
and what else? Music, hip hop.
Yes.
All the players know LeBron. He you know what I'm saying? He listen to music. He listen to Wayne. Listen to everybody. You trying to tell me that he watches ESPN and don't know that Drake and Kendrick Lamar was beefing? He watched the Super Bowl. He had to know that because it's the talk of the Super Bowl.
Glad you said that. He actually did not watch the Super Bowl performance. He said that in the interview because he was upset that he did not get the role for the Super Bowl. The NFL and his team were actually in conversations throughout that time period where they asked him to be more visual during that time period. Because you know Lil Wayne, if he's not doing a video or performance, you really don't see him. He doesn't party, he doesn't club, anything like that. So they asked him to do a few things that he doesn't ordinarily do, be a little bit more visible to lead up to that. Ultimately, they end up going in a different direction. So when the halftime performance came, him and his artist / partner Lil Twist were out there shooting pool and smoking. And he says every time he looked at the halftime performance, he didn't see anything that made him want to watch. So,
All right.
again,
So
fact or cap?
So what? I'm gonna go next. Can I go?
I'm done because I said it's cap, and you said he the greatest rapper of all times. I want to touch on that when y'all done with this.
You're not
So-
gonna win, baby. You know where you at?
We ain't gonna take no shots at Lil Wayne.
You know where you at?
I'm not taking no
We
shots,
ain't gonna
bro.
do that.
But
But this is
no,
one, right?
negative.
We're not gonna do that.
That's a strong statement.
What I would say.
Look at the shirt.
Yo,
You're not gonna do
come on,
that.
Shots out to him, but the greatest of all time, that's a different conversation. We
Yeah,
gotta
that's
do
a whole different combo.
That's
But
Tucci,
what,
man.
what I would say that I think is like somewhat cap, and you know we got to take into consideration, man. Lil Wayne use a lot of drugs, bro. This dude be forgetting stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Said
Because-
bye bye, you buds.
You know, man, that's the truth.
Shameless plug.
That's the truth. You know, he definitely know who Drake is. You feel me? I can even let him slide with saying I don't know who Kendrick is. Cool, you don't know who Kendrick is. All right, but what Drake was going through with Kendrick is enough for Drake to tell Wayne that because Wayne is his partner. That's his people. That's his camp. So he know what's going on with his artists. He know what's going on. And then how the hell can he be rapping the song? He said he was singing the song, not like, and didn't know who said. Come on, bro.
It's a little weird.
Come on, that's very weird. Like, I mean, I don't gotta know it. Like I know their voice. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Wayne can say I don't know Kendrick's voice. If he heard the song, he obviously heard his voice.
Man,
So that's
So
cap.
that-
we got cap.
He's
cap.
probably high. He was probably high. He
Probably
just
high.
forgot.
We
You
didn't
feel
even
me?
think about that. Probably
That's
high.
what I'm saying. You know, but in terms of him, he didn't. I know he didn't watch the Super Bowl. He don't care about that. If he not a part
yeah,
of it,
but
you know what I'm saying. But
the topic ain't if you watch the Super Bowl, as if he's been out of touch with reality this whole entire time.
right.
when you use a lot of drugs, you do
Cap.
gotta touch reality.
Cap,
I'm gonna say cap too.
cap.
Let
know
me
what
see.
I'm saying?
What you say, D-Lex?
I'm gonna say cap too.
Cap.
Yeah, because I think he just doesn't want to get involved in it right now. The way all things are going between Kendrick and Drake, so he's, just talking shit. That's just it. you know?
But what about it on the whole? Okay, he might cap about Drake and Kendrick, but what about him not knowing nothing? He just watch ESPN and
That's why it's for the public not to know. You know what I'm saying? It's Lil Wayne. We don't know his business. He's probably watching it, but he could tell us that's what it is. But
man, this
something
man
like
got
that-
kids. He got fiancés.
That's my point.
He watches
have
fucking
teenage
TV, boy. Like, he
sons.
watches,
No, I
man.
think he knows about it, but like he's just saying that as a public stunt. I would say probably more, just to not get caught up with this whole Drake and Kendrick thing.
All right. Not to be a conspiracy theorist, but that does bring up another issue. If he is capping and he did know about the beef, then how could you be on stage singing "Not Like Us" and Drake your mans?
That's the drugs talking.
That's the drugs.
That's the drugs. That's the drugs talking right
Apparently
there.
he
Let's
skipped
see
one
what
of
the
his
mother
songs
of the
and
den got to
listened
say about it.
to
What you
Kendrick.
think? Facts or cap?
Wait, what you gave her? What name you gave her? Mother of the Den?
Mother of the den.
Oh, man.
A den mother.
Den. Oh,
Den mother.
Nigga.
that's like 60. That's like 60, 70 plus. Like,
Dang.
no, I'm saying that's
I
that's
thought
where
we
the label.
overcame.
That's
I
where the
thought-
label comes
I
from.
thought we were delivered from that. Like,
That motherfucker said the
Yes,
den mother.
I am
The den mother come with like
African-American.
70 and up. She ain't nowhere close to the den.
You got your
it's not like I
location on your
said,
phone on?
G, den
What are we?
mama.
What
and
are
I'm
we,
like,
what are we speaking on? Just the Kendrick and Drake beef,
No.
or in general?
In general.
General, do you think
whole
he's
article
that
that he
detached
read.
from reality?
So in general, I think he is out of touch with reality. I don't think he give a fuck about what's going on. Why would he?
Facts.
But I think as far as the Kendrick and Drake, I definitely think that's cap. You have teenage sons. They came in and it was like, man, this nigga dissing Drake.
Right.
But like if he care about what's going on in the world, nah, I don't think he care.
You didn't see the interview? He's like, man, I'm a young black rich. I don't care about nothing else. I'm
No.
making money.
I mean, you know what's interesting? I just watched an interview with Wiz Khalifa. He said the exact same thing. He was like, I don't really pay attention to what's going on. I take care of my family. I do my music. That's what it is.
He ain't Lil Wayne though.
Fact.
But it speaks to how they out of touch. I think maybe it's the tax bracket,
Or the
drugs.
booger sugar. I call cap. I mean, bro, I do believe he's that out of touch with the world in most cases, right? But in that particular case with Drake and Kendrick and like Kofi said, how are you singing the song, but you don't realize who's being referenced throughout the entirety of the song? That's kind of hard to believe.
And you had to memorize the song, because you don't write music.
Exactly.
So you heard the lyrics and they're talking shit about Drake.
Now
Not
come on,
around.
that's a stretch.
What the
No,
f-
to
that was
sing a
stretch.
song-
How was
no,
that
no,
a
no, no,
stretch?
no,
How
to
was
sing
that
a
a
song-
stretch?
He did not
sing
know
a
the
song,
song.
you gotta-
He
you
know the
gotta-
part that we all know. Not like us. He don't know the damn song. Come on now.
I think the big
We don't know the song.
So what did he sing? What did he sing? Like what part of the song did he sing when he was on stage?
They not
Well, he
like
was probably
us.
just
They
singing
not-
yeah, he was probably
Yeah,
just
the
singing the
hook.
hook.
That was
Okay,
it.
okay. I give him that.
So do you get a pass for being ignorant?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Not in this reality.
Not in 2025.
Exactly. So here's another question that we're gonna run off of that. Now we're gonna get into a little bit of relationship. I know you're excited. Calm down. Could you be with someone that detached in a relationship with someone now, financially stable, money out the wazoo, as like financially you're taken care of, you're a star, all of that's great, right? But could you be in a relationship with someone that's that detached from the rest of the world?
Absolutely, because I'm gonna be that detached too.
But when you say
I
detached, like, so they're not going out on dates. They're not going in the outside world seeing what's going on. They just stuck in the mansion.
In the interviewer asked him, does he take vacations? He said vacations for him is the studio. He enjoys
But
making
that's why
music
he's the
so
greatest,
much.
though. That is why.
That's why he's
Man,
one of the greatest.
Stop it with the greatest talk, bro.
And
Well,
you
I'm
do
talking
know
about right
he-
now. That's here right now.
Not even right now.
And he has been in his current
I would
relationship
put-
for years.
I would put J. Cole over Lil Wayne.
What?
Nah, man, you tripping. J.
You
Cole
would.
and me-
What?
You
Yeah,
would.
Yeah, I would.
I can't talk because of the shirt I got on. But outside of it, like if I flipped it up,
Yeah,
like,
if you flip it
I
up.
might be with him a little bit, but that's for different reasons, though, bro. Like we can get into that another time. But
She
so
said she
you
could do it.
Be with someone that's that detached from the world,
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be detached from the world too.
but you can't be detached together. Like there's no camaraderie and detachment. So it's not like, oh, we just gonna be in our own little world. No, he's in his own little world, and you play whatever part of that you can.
So I think we probably overthinking this whole thing, right? Because we have saw Lil Wayne with pictures on vacation, on yachts and stuff. And he has been in his current relationship for years. So they are detached together.
What's her
Thank
name?
you.
Yeah, because I don't
I
think,
don't know his name.
huh?
What's her name?
I don't know. She detached.
What artist you know that big, that legendary, the GOAT, been in a relationship for that long and you don't know his girl name?
I mean, we just spoke about Joe Budden. We didn't
I
know,
know
he
his
went,
girl name.
but we did not know he went with her for years.
Budden.
That's
not
Joe
Lil Wayne.
Budden. That's not
He's
Lil Wayne.
That's like Jay-Z's Beyonce, but Beyonce big too. But
But that speaks to how detached Wayne is.
That's what I'm saying. So swing it to you. Could you be with a woman, got Beyonce money, right?
yeah, he's smiling. Yeah,
Absolutely. I'm ready to answer this. Yes.
But
yes.
she's that detached from
Find
the
me,
world. She
babe,
don't know what Bayou
babe.
Buzz is.
Where are you?
Camera, baby.
yeah. Look, you right here. You right here.
Find me.
To the right, to the
I'm
right.
ready. Find me.
So you with it?
Yeah, absolutely. I will support her dreams in her world. You feel me?
Nigga, she is the dream. Like,
She is my dream, yes.
Beyonce.
And I will create my own world to make myself happy.
Exactly.
If her going to the studio, doing whatever she do, if that's her world and that's what makes her happy, I'm going to support that.
For sure.
Come find me, babe.
my man.
I could do it.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Word.
Yep.
Explain.
I'll be like, she could stay detached all she want to. I'm gonna be the nigga out there. I'm gonna be the superstar, and she just gonna be the person that got the money. Cause every time we go to the awards, she gonna be detached. I'm gonna be the one talking to the media. You know what I'm saying? Kissing babies, all that. And I ain't nobody. I'm just her husband. So I can never be detached. Knowing me, I can't be detached.
That's kind of a sad reality
That I can't be detached.
of what y'all accepting.
What you
Why?
mean?
What you mean?
It's all financial based.
No, it's not.
It's not financially based.
No, because I'm supporting her dreams also. Listen, this is what we want to do.
This is what you want to do.
This is what we want to do.
Amen.
Let's take it out the celebrity world.
Okay, let's do that.
We know real life relationships
Just like
right
that.
now that women are in relationships with niggas that's detached.
Yo, you come home and don't even want to say
True.
goodnight or
True.
nothing, you know?
They don't know shit that's going on.
But they're not Lil Wayne.
But she just said take the money and the celebrity out of it.
Yeah.
Or take the celebrity, not the money. Let's take the celebrity. We're not taking the money.
Just
Keeping
say
the
like
money.
doctor or
So
something.
Jay, let me ask you
What's-
something. Jay, let me
what's
ask
the
you something.
attachment?
So let me
Yo.
ask you something. So if
Yo.
you gonna go home and say like, look, man, you too detached. I can't be with you. I'm gonna leave all this. I'm gone because you too detached.
No.
So what?
So
what
you
were
so what you
saying then?
just said? This
So
mother-
what are you saying that we're accepting?
Unlike y'all niggas, I'm not lying. It is financially based. That's what it is. Yo, it's it's led by the comfortable lifestyle and what comes with that. Like that's what it's based on.
Yeah, I did
You
say
talking
that.
about the girl? You said pictures where?
We're
With the
talking about Lil
girlfriend,
Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
They just was courtside.
Courtside.
They
Well,
just was
you said
courtside. A yacht.
courtside yachts. She's in it for the lifestyle. Now, does that mean that she doesn't love them?
No, absolutely not. No, she
don't
loves
know.
him. No, she loves him.
I doubt it, but it don't matter, right?
It's Lil Wayne.
It's Lil Wayne.
But tell the truth, we don't see the girl at the second line with the detached nigga.
I don't go to second line. Sorry.
Yes, I'm gonna answer that. I don't go to second lines neither, but yes.
Yes.
Or you this your city, so you know that.
Second lines don't come, bro.
Why?
They just like
What you mean second lines don't count?
I don't want to ruffle any feathers.
I'm gonna need you to.
I noticed the mood changes in the room. Like,
I'm gonna need you to hold it together for the West Bank now.
What I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
he from the West Bank.
We're from the West Bank.
Marrero.
We're from the West Bank.
they got a problem with Marrero?
You didn't see me claim Marrero.
I'm Mr. Inside Joke. I'm
She's
Mr.
like
Inside-
West. She's like West Bank, nigga. Just say West Bank.
Man, look.
Fuck, don't put the Marrero part in there. West Bank.
Man, look. Tell me anybody else who could do this. Cruising down the street,
Real
real
slow.
slow. What the? They yelling.
Marrero.
If y'all can do it.
Wait.
If you can do it. No, you can't.
can't
All right,
do it.
all right. D-Lex, could you do it and why?
No.
No.
The first
Finally.
motherfucker to lie.
Damn, bro, you lying.
The first one to lie.
Finally.
I don't think I could do it.
All right. So you can't be with a rich, wealthy woman and she just in her own
In
world
her
and she'd
own
be
world.
like, I'm with you, D-Lex, whatever. Like, nah.
So you gotta
More
be
power
all
to
up
you,
in her
brother.
world, huh? Oh, she got to be all in your world.
Yeah, she gotta be all up in my world. I gotta be the leader.
Why is that so hard to believe?
What you mean? This we talking about?
Man, this
We talking about?
I'm detached
million-
right now.
Huh?
I'm detached right now.
No, but I'm saying if you had somebody with millions of dollars,
The money doesn't.
I'll still
the
be
money doesn't
detached.
come to me.
Shit.
It's about just what was it? Her character or
yeah, all that,
personality,
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
It wouldn't be about the money. So like,
man, when I was younger, I would say some stuff like that, you know. But hey, listen, the reality is, you need some finances to have a decent life.
Yes.
well,
And,
definitely,
you
yeah.
know,
but
and the more finances you have, the more comfortable you can possibly make your life and people around you. So I'm never excluding the money. If money not there on the table, you know, why we even attached or detached or whatever, you know?
So at any
I think it's
point, do
more
we do
from
it
where I
for
come
love?
from, my background. That's why I would say more being humble and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, money wasn't a thing for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised.
So let's take finances out and bring it to just your craft, right? I know when I'm working on my personal brand, I'm detached from everything. That is the focus. That's the goal. We just have saw Wayne do it for years, but he's detached because he's focused on what he have going on.
You know what?
Nothing else matters.
You know what? She's 150% right. She hasn't been out on the club scene with me in months because she's concentrating on her brand. She's detached. He works. He's a workaholic, so he does it for years at a time. Got it.
I sell car insurance.
You detached.
I'm not.
You detached. What's the club scene look like? What the club scene look like? You're detached.
You don't go to second hands.
No
Detached.
second line.
You go home and again.
Detached.
Yo, I mean, come on, bro. You gotta know a little something. He doing songs with people he don't even know.
What he
How-
knows is the check is coming.
James. He's a musician first and foremost. You know how they get, bro. Mozart. Don't just about the music. That's how much songs you think Lil Wayne got that he ain't released yet?
Thousands.
You can't get the thousands of songs not being in the fucking studio 24/7.
What about the quality of life?
He's providing it for
some
his
people,
peoples.
Some people,
Yeah.
Once he
like
got weed and he could
achievement,
skateboard, he
working
good.
hard is like, you know, part of the quality of life.
Not skateboard.
Yes.
That's his life he choose. So
I got you. So what we going to next?
Fact or cap?
Dun dun dun. Before that though, we got another one we got to run down.
What's that?
Kanye West.
Another
Oh,
Kanye.
man.
Is that a fact or cap like segment, or we just talking about him because
Let's do fact or cap.
it's
Keep it rolling.
it's gonna be like the cap is you asking if he's lying about sucking dick.
Wait. We
I
didn't
wasn't
even
gonna
say
say it in
that.
those terms.
damn, you
We
went
didn't
straight
even
to the
say all of
point.
that.
I wasn't gonna say it in those terms.
We were just talking. Wait. Go
Oh
ahead.
no, we were gonna talk about.
I fucked him up with that one. But
No, we were gonna talk about that. Like
so that's not the cap part of the segment too. Like is he cap? Is he lying about that? No.
How you know that?
It's,
Yo,
Check this
Kanye
out, right?
West is traumatized, bro.
He is.
that
But
could
watch
be
this.
part of the trauma right
definitely.
there.
You,
Was
you ever
sexually
thought about this though?
molested.
Like the same thing with Shannon Sharp, right? Why are they doing this right now? For more publicity.
No, we talking about Kanye West said this
I
himself.
understand that. I understand.
So
that.
how-
Because you want to know why? He. No one is talking about Kanye. No one.
Nah, bro.
Kanye don't need nobody to talk about
Kanye
Kanye.
don't need
Kanye
us,
talks
yeah.
about Kanye himself.
we don't need to talk about him like that.
I think Kanye been crying out for help. Kanye
Yes, since
has,
his mother died. Like that shit.
and he has been saying
Bro.
stuff.
Listen, you got a million other shit to talk about to get attention.
I'm a fact. It's not a cap. It's a fact.
So you think he
I think he's going through a tremendously horrible time in his life right now.
clearly?
And once I don't know a situation with his baby mother, but once you take away somebody's kids, mentally that fucked him up. So it just went downhill from there.
And so social media is a hell of a drug, you know. Like that. That's a conversation Kanye need to have with a therapist. You know, we necessarily don't need to know about that. You know, if he did go through that kind of trauma, I mean, I pray that he gets the help that he needs.
Correct.
That's just that.
Yo, so let me read it for those who might be watching, not familiar with the tweet. A couple days ago, Kanye tweeted, This is a song called Cousin about my cousin that's locked in jail for killing a pregnant lady a few years ago after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt I was at fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousins till I was 14.
Damn.
Don't speak out all at once.
So I think we need to address the fact that it was definitely some sexual trauma in that house, right? We know Kanye's mama was gay. What did him and his cousin?
I didn't know that.
No,
I
she
didn't know
was.
that
He
either.
spoke about that. He spoke about that early on before he even him and Kim even was married. The mama was gay. What kind of magazines did he see? Remember, he said the mom's books were worse. So they probably was exposed to a homosexual lifestyle. You don't know. In the black community, we do not have talks about sex. So he was confused. There's no girls in the house, so they playing with each other. You don't know who was abused.
Damn, why you gotta break shit down like that? Like, I was all like, you right.
We don't know who was abused, but I think he's been telling us what was going on, right? But we like saying, "Oh, Kanye fucking crazy," and so we don't pay attention to anything he's saying. And I think the cry out for help, like, let me get the attention. I've been telling y'all I was going through this. They saying I'm crazy. They taking my kids. They taking my deals. This is what I have been through. And probably the one person that will be empathetic to me is gone. But he's been telling us all this shit. We just have this thing where we don't listen to each other.
I mean, why doesn't he tell a therapist? I'm sympathetic to his trauma. I don't need to hear it, though. Actually, I don't want to hear it.
So you might not want to hear it, right? But what if there's a little 14-year-old boy at home who needs to see that Kanye had the courage to say that? You know, I think sometimes we have to stop saying, because of what he said, that's the problem, right? But we're not addressing like what really happened to him. He was violated. His cousin was violated. We don't know what the cousin went on to do.
But he said the cousin
They did.
killed somebody. and-
I'm talking about sexual. You know, because you're confused now. But I think more than anything, it's important because somebody's at home hiding and scared to talk to somebody. But if you see your favorite celebrity, you might get the courage to say it.
Yo, but so I get what you're saying there. Especially, I do believe if that did happen, there had to be some significant trauma. But what did the tweet actually accomplish, other than saying it happened?
Maybe
We're talking about it right now on the podcast.
But how
Also-
exactly is
also-
that helping the kid?
also because
A kid could be watching this and maybe,
now I
This'll
could go
help
tell
them.
I could go tell somebody about my
not
experience.
Only a kid, an adult who went through this could possibly may seek therapeutic help. That I understand.
But does that lead you to seek therapeutic help? Does that lead you to tell
It could.
another adult, or
It
does
could.
it
It
lead
could.
you to go to social media?
Hopefully, it doesn't lead people to go to social media because I don't think these things. I don't think social media is the platform for airing these kinds of things.
Right. But y'all get what I'm saying, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's where he went with it, right? So, and he's a celebrity. He's everything. That
Maybe
his
he's
kids look up
he's
to.
at that point with it that I don't even have to tell a therapist. I could tell the world, and that's a big ass burden off my shoulder. Now I could go back to making music.
I believe probably his mom was his therapist. That's why he's probably used to
And
talk to-
he
maybe
re-
his mom manipulated him when he was young. Could be. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're hearing all this,
Wait, mom did what now?
his mom could probably manipulate him when he was young.
Oh shit.
We don't know. Could be that too. You know what I'm saying?
And he also had to give some kind of explanation to the release of the song. Because that's what's in the song. So let me explain what happened. I think his delivery was probably a little, but that's his story.
Did anybody here listen to the song?
Nah.
No.
So I attempted to listen to it. It was like one of the weirdest. Like I didn't finish it.
I would like to hear it.
Not me.
Yeah, what you mean? You don't got us here.
I'll
We here.
pass. Y'all can tell me about it. Like I'll pass, bro. Like they got certain things I'm just not into. Like listen to.
fucking
Not
what?
saying nobody else. I'm just saying like.
So can I ask y'all an honest question? What is shocking, the story of, or is it that he said he sucked for y'all?
I
To me,
think
nothing was shot.
people don't want to talk about it like how Kofi said, like it's because of what's being said. But you gotta address it. It's real life. It's some shit he went through. So it is exactly what he's saying. That's the bottom line. I just think my man, he reached to a point in his life where he was like, yo, I'm not in the closet about this shit no more.
Write a book.
I think the sad part of it is like
Go to therapy.
nobody really close to him, like trying to reach out to him or telling, hey, bro, like, come on.
You don't know that? You don't
We
know
don't
that?
know that.
Well, that's the problem, right? Like with social media and the power of social media, it's not like you're announcing this to the world. It's not like you grabbing the phone and you making an impulse decision at that moment to release that to the world. So I don't know if there's a situation that allows someone to jump in and stop him or say, don't do that. Now, you could question the people that may have heard the song that was in the studio that had something to do with the recording of the song, but I don't. And here's the problem about being a person like Kanye West. Who tells you when you're wrong? Who corrects your behavior?
I think he had a lot of people around him that told him when he was wrong. That's why he's not around him anymore. I think that whole Kardashian camp was telling him he was wrong about things.
Do y'all think he's gonna get the help?
Kanye?
Yeah.
He's got to want it. I'm not a therapist, and we did talk about mental health last night, but I'm not sure I could conceive there being a situation where a therapist would advise someone of that magnitude to release that kind of song.
No, they would say put it out how you choose to put it out.
Put it
They
in
would
your
say
Express
get- they would
yourself
say
how you
get it
want
out.
to.
Put it in your
Yeah.
music.
They would say get it out, right? But it's his choice whether to make this song publicly available. So I wrote tons of letters.
Oh, okay. So y'all mean
Going
the
to my
song?
therapist, yeah.
Do
Yes.
the song,
But you don't have to
but
make
not
it.
necessarily. Okay, not
Make it
release it
accessible
or
to
the
the
or
public,
the
yes.
tweet saying. Okay,
Yes.
I got you.
I think we also concentrating a little too much
That-
on them being the celebrity, right? That's his job. He's a musician by trade, right? But we all would have had the same advice. Put it in a song, put it on paper and stuff. I think it's because who he is, we feel like he should not express himself the way he did. We just don't have a platform like that.
Well, I don't think the issue is the song. I think the issue is the tweet. Even though they're talking about the same thing, they different because they hit different. I think had he released the song, it would have been accepted different.
I think it would have just flew under. A lot of people would probably not even
Not even
notice.
paid attention,
Yeah,
right?
uh-huh.
But because of the tweet that can be shared millions of times, like me, I screenshot it because I knew it might eventually be taken down.
And it
So
has been deleted, right?
I don't know because I screenshot it so we can have this conversation, right? So that's the problem. Once it hits social media, it lives forever, right? You can delete it, you can take it down, but screenshots, phones, it lives forever. Same thing with pornography, right? I didn't mean to do that, but it lives forever. Once it's done, it's there forever. So the tweet's gonna live on. Will he get help? I don't know. The question that none of us answered except for Level is, do we think fact or cap?
Fact.
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 Fact. Unfortunately, fact. Gotcha. All right. Now we moving over to your lane. Graduate.
Well, this is not really. Well, we gonna put this out there just to put it out there. Fact or cap? Is Vybz Kartel the most influential artist on the planet right now?
Cap.
Go ahead.
Who?
If I don't know who he is,
Mm-hmm.
it's large possibility he's not the most influential in the world, right?
Right now.
Right now.
Okay, if you don't know who he is, maybe you detached.
Damn, I'm detached.
Clearly.
You don't go to second lines. I mean, come on. Man.
Oh, yeah, because he goes to all the second lines.
Because he stays in Marrero.
Because they definitely bumping Vibes Cartel at all the second lines, right? So, gives us a little, those of us who don't know who Vibes Cartel is, give us some insight on who he is, which should be easy to do since he's the most influential in the world, right?
Just 2 words.
World boss.
Yeah,
Give me a couple more.
he's just the most influential Jamaican artist right now. When you say, okay, you don't know about him, right?
Right.
When we say in the world, y'all less the people that don't know about him is like 1%. Let's put it in that ratio.
So it's like, this is what, right? You probably don't know much about Bob Marley, but you've heard about him.
Yeah.
You know Bob Marley?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Maybe that's a stretch.
That's
then.
a stretch.
But there's quite a lot of people that just know the name. Like, so I've met people from Russia. I worked in a Russian community one time. And I had this Russian friend. He told me some of the first music they heard when the Iron Curtain was lifted was Bob Marley. That's how they know Bob Marley. But they don't have no other connection to him.
Right, but I'm saying if they don't, like James, if he don't know about him, the ratio of people not knowing to knowing
Is more.
is outweighs it by far.
All right. So who is he? Tell me about him and why he's the most influential in the world.
He's a dancehall artist to start off with from Jamaica, and he makes music like how Lil Wayne makes music, that rapidly, maybe more. And he got locked up because they say he committed murder, and he's been locked up for 13 years, and he just got released. But most of the music that he made in jail.
But not most. He made a lot of hits.
A lot of hits in jail.
Yeah.
Like he was
But
still
an iPhone.
moving the needle, still moving the culture in jail, the reggae dancehall culture from prison.
And you got to understand something too, James. In our culture, Afrobeat's been running shit for a minute now, right? And to be honest, that was a problem for a lot of Jamaicans because it's like it put dancehall and reggae on the back burner. Since he came out, it's a done deal. I mean, Afrobeats is good. It's not a done deal for Afrobeats.
No. If you watch all the Afrobeats, because you see, music coming out of Africa, a lot of it is heavily influenced by reggae music, by reggae artists. You know, like Buju was saying in that Drink Champs interview, like ain't no other genre that scream Africa more than reggae music.
Right.
Not even African music
Yes.
don't scream Africa, Africa, Africa. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say us, but we obviously inspired them, you know, in their musical thing, even though they're the mother. Africa is the mother creator of
And
music.
he put dancehall music back on the map.
Definitely.
All the Afrobeats artists fall in line now.
Yeah, so it's like the king of dancehall is back. Top Shotters is back.
Full effect.
I mean, I think we also need to have a very real conversation, right? It's really Louisiana that don't know. And let's not even say Louisiana. Let's say New Orleans.
Correct.
Because if you go to any other state, they know who Vibes Cartel is.
I mean, he's gonna sell out every major arena in America.
Before Beyonce?
On the same level.
Wait.
Actually,
We got to pick a side.
Probably better
Is he
than
the
Beyonce.
most influential
Right,
in the
right
world?
now.
right now, yes.
Over
Right
Beyonce.
now,
Right now.
yes.
Right now. And
Beyonce couldn't.
her ticket sales are not good right now.
And you know what? Vibes Cartel is being not only booked, not only selling out in the Caribbean, New York, wherever.
All over the world, star.
All over.
He's doing this stuff in Europe also. Like, just watch your run. Just pay attention to Vibes Cartel for the next year, and you're gonna see.
It's
So he's bigger than Beyonce,
right now.
Right now,
Taylor
yes.
Swift.
Right now.
Right now.
Okay.
Right now.
And we basing that on what we basing that on?
You could base it on streams too.
I mean, look.
So he got the most streams in the world.
Right now.
Right now, yes.
Yeah.
Is it because of his return from prison?
Yeah, of course that plays a factor
Not
in
only,
it.
not
But his
only
music
that.
is his
Come on,
music
man.
is
If he did, so this is what there was people that was waiting to hear the hits that he created in jail that he never got a chance to perform.
and you know it's another thing too. Sorry to cut you off, Kofi. You know, it's another thing too. When he came out of jail, people were expecting a different Cartel. They got a loving, caring, worshiping God,
Mature.
and that added all his
Yes.
Batman
Yeah.
fans in the back in the days to the new fans. Like, yo, the Family Man. He put both of them shits together. So it's just like
he did a
because
concert without cussing. That's crazy.
yeah,
Let the
he was
crowd
a
cuss, man.
Batman, and people was expecting that to come back out when he came out, but he came out a totally different person.
So let's talk about why he was in jail a little bit. Can we discuss that or not?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
they said he killed somebody.
Well,
He
I
was
think it was a
accused.
part
Huh?
of he was a
Did
part
he?
of a
He
part
was
of
a,
conspiracy.
he was accused of killing somebody.
Killing another
That's a
singer, if
cap.
I'm not mistaken.
Huh? We don't know because they never found the body.
Allegedly.
All this stuff was
And the
alleged.
body was buried in his backyard. That's what they said.
That's what they said, but it wasn't. So
In his backyard.
His backyard, yeah.
That's wild, brother. The
But-
type of things they'll do to bring down a black man.
he was so influential. He was no. You laughing? Listen.
Wait, no, I gotta ask. So y'all alleging that someone murdered someone and then put that person's remains in Vibe Cartel's backyard?
No. So listen. So
No, he trying to be smart. I know what the fuck. I know what he doing.
Sorry.
I know what he
No,
doing.
no, no,
I'm trying to
Let him
figure
do
it
what
out.
he's doing. No, listen to this, right? So it was like rumor that this body was in the back of his yard. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So this is the type of thing they put on people, like, based on how people perceive you based on your music or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I'm all like a gangster in my music and whatnot, and I'm accused of killing somebody, and you might think that, yo, I might put him in my backyard, that's a rumor that can get out there and fly. You know what I'm saying?
But-
so
So
James,
it's not official that
James, I'm gonna
listen,
put it like you. He's
he was acquitted of the crime. So
acquitted.
lack of evidence.
No. Acquitted means we go to court and I'm not found guilty.
No, he was
Y'all said he did
okay. So
13 years.
let me tell you something. He was committed in Jamaica, right? But he was such a big influence
he
in
got
Jamaica.
life.
They
He
wanted
got life for this
they wanted to
crime.
lock him up and put him away. So
Life in prison, yo?
Huh?
All right. So I'm just
tried to give
asking.
him life.
I'm just asking this.
James, he was a gangster, bro. He was a gangster in
That's
real
all
life.
I'm asking. That's
right.
all I'm asking. All right.
He was a gangster in real life.
So do y'all think he was set up then, or
Yes, the government tried to lock him up.
Yeah.
absolutely, the government had something to do with messing with the
He was
evidence and
like
that
a
kind of thing. You know what I'm
he
saying?
do his finger like this, niggas walk.
Everything moved.
He got caught. They started bleaching. Everybody started bleaching.
Malcolm
That shit was crazy.
bleaching?
Yeah. Wait till you start doing your, your research on him. You're gonna see like
I mean, I wash clothes too. So when we,
So
Not that kind of bleaching.
no, he bleach his skin.
you've
skin.
heard that phenomenon? Yeah.
It's-
Have you heard of the phenomenon? Because it is not only something that happens in Jamaica. Black people bleach their skin all across the world because we suffer
He's
from racism and
from
white supremacy.
Marrero.
People
I'm
bleach in
playing, I'm
Marrero.
playing.
I know people bleach in Marrero. I'm sure.
look at it.
I can do some shit too. Now, I mean, we're in the right neighborhood. If I do this, and I can make some shit move too.
But you've heard of that. You've heard that phenomenon though, right? Across the African world.
So there
across
was
the
Michael
black
Jackson,
Right.
right, who had vitiligo.
World. Yeah.
So he was trying to, contrary to popular belief, he wasn't trying to bleach his skin to blend in or be white. He was trying to make his skin tone match because he was spotted in
Well, I
different
don't-
areas. So,
I mean, he did some other things with his nose and
oh, that's weird.
Come
Yeah,
again.
that's
All right.
weird.
So you
That's
So
all
you
right.
familiar
Melon
with
Void.
you feel
Yeah.
familiar with the concept of that, right?
Correct.
Bleaching.
Sammy Sosa.
So in Jamaica, right,
Mhm.
as dysfunctional as that stuff is to our psyche, there's a certain segment of their population who do that as a fashion trend.
Mm.
Vibes Cartel was one of the entertainers, probably the entertainer who championed that, and he did it to himself. You know, so that was all part of the big one of the controversies with him as an entertainer. Also, the government and society in general, felt like he was leading people astray, the kids astray. But he stood on principles like I've heard him in several interviews said like, yo, if you as a parent, if your kid's following Vibes Cartel, you have a problem. Because if you look at, he has, 7 kids or whatever, the man kid's in good position. Ain't none of them look bleached out or nothing like that.
He always made it known that he wasn't a what they call
a role model.
a role model.
He's like, yo, if you're worried about your kids following me, then you have a problem at home.
So what's the content of the music?
He's a gangster back then.
I mean, the content of the music is everything from
Yes.
ghetto street life to God is the greatest.
Yep.
To I love my baby. He's a one woman man now. So he love his baby.
See that?
Yo, Devon used to make music, right? After every song, he used to say how much women he'd been with. Every song.
Yeah, the man make pure girl tune.
He was a gallus. He was
Yeah.
so
Wait, he
He
would
was
say
a
how
DJ
many
at
women
first.
he been with.
So
Okay, what's the number? Like
What-
we
what-
here now.
It's
well,
in the
back in his
thousands.
days.
It's in the
back his
thousands, bro.
days, Back in his days.
if
It's in the
if
thousands.
Vybz Kartel didn't go to jail, he'd
Bad
probably been
man.
the first
yeah.
real bad man.
Real bad man.
He'd have probably been the first like reggae dancer artist to have
So-
like his own reality show and stuff like
So
that. He
listen,
was working
so
on something like
they
that.
went beyond Jamaica to get him acquitted out of jail, to get him taken out of jail. It
Yes,
was no
the
longer
courts, the courts from England because
From
you know
England.
Jamaica's like a Commonwealth
Yes.
and England has something to do with it. Like Jamaica's Supreme Court is England.
So he went through the appeal process and it ended in England.
and they deemed it lack of evidence.
That's how corrupt the country is, and we could all resonate with a corrupt local.
Because
government.
whether you do something or not, there's no body, bro. There's no evidence. How you gonna lock me up and there's no evidence? You locking me up just to lock
or no
me up?
murder weapon.
Nothing. They ain't find nothing.
It was only text messages that they had, right?
Yeah.
No, and not only
Saying
that
what?
too. It was in one of his
chop
songs.
him up.
He said something in one of his songs.
Chopped them up.
Yeah,
little
yeah,
pieces.
The
Yeah,
man
that
get
song.
delete.
Yeah.
The man get delete for not bringing the shoes
Wait,
back.
wait.
Literally,
No, because y'all try to talk fast with that shit, right? Like when I asked for that, no. So they found text messages of him saying what now?
Chop him up.
no, the man get delete because they will bring forward the
No,
shoes.
talk regular. Don't talk.
That's what I'm saying. I was saying it in a Jamaican accent. I can't say it in English.
The man
okay.
delete.
Delete because they never bring forward the shoes.
Yeah.
Translate that.
He could translate it for you.
So basically, the man disappeared, right? Just disappeared.
Make him
because-
disappear.
So that's what he
Because
texted.
shoes is a slang for like a gun. Allegedly, I mean, I don't know these things, but that's what I was hearing also, right? So apparently, this man didn't bring back some pair of shoes or something like that, and the man never come back again,
Never seen again.
never returned. I don't know why.
And y'all just cool with this shit, right? like
Lock it for
Nigga, y'all
everything.
got
Come on,
gangsters
man.
like
Listen.
Rockefeller, Al
No.
Capone.
I'm not saying what I'm not cool with. I'm not cool with the justice system railroading no person because of lack of evidence or playing with the evidence, and this is person in general, not for black or white. Person.
I agree.
One
I
last
agree.
question. One last question. Vybz Kartel, innocent, fact or cap?
Fact.
The other case got deleted.
Evidence, no evidence, bruh.
How you think he got his
World
visa
boss.
to travel and all that? So listen to this. I think it should be pointed out, too, right? That before
West
this
Coast.
tragedy, the man had a clean record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like he was a criminal.
This man live in
before
Miami
this.
now, brother. Shit.
But you know what though?
What you
I-
want?
I- I
What
tell
you
to
want? A moral answer from
I
her?
tell you what,
I'm
keep
just
his eye.
waiting on her
Keep your
answer.
eye on him for the next year, right? Don't be surprised if you see Vybz Kartel at the Super Bowl halftime show before Lil Wayne.
I promise you won't.
Hey,
So you
Not
know,
not because he's not big enough.
So has Lil Wayne. So
Not
one-
because he's not big enough. The NFL is super strict. If
So-
he has
so-
that on his record, he would never perform at a Super
So
Bowl.
reggae artists already did the Super Bowl. Like one of my favorite reggae artists, Bounty Killer, 92. He was Super Bowl headliner. So we done did that already.
yep.
But did he kill somebody? Or allegedly?
He's the baddest of bad man.
Real bad. man.
Real bad.
Yeah,
man.
real bad
Okay,
man.
okay,
the
okay.
general.
Listen,
He just got his visa
listen,
back
listen.
too.
The guy that performed at the Super Bowl,
Uh-huh.
Cartel,
Uh-huh.
calls him daddy.
That's weird.
No, it's not.
Well,
like,
no,
that's
no,
that's
no,
the
no,
general.
sign of
That's
respect.
a
That's
sign
a
of
sign of
respect.
respect.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
like
brought him into the game.
that's the general.
and
Then
put
it's
him in
him.
the position where he in right now.
And Marrero? That's
He
weird.
was inspired by Buju
I
Banton.
feel y'all though.
I
Like,
mean, Lil Wayne called Birdman daddy, so
that's weird too. What
No,
you-
y'all niggas be the niggas on your shirt be kissing each other in the mouth and shit.
That's weird.
that don't have the Marrero.
See, that's the difference, right? Is I can say, yo, that's some weird shit. That's some weird, but y'all like, no, man, he bad man. No. Just call it what it is. It's weird.
No, my daddy, that's my father. Like,
That's not weird. That's out of respect.
Yeah, it
James
just
Stillman Jr.
environment is different.
Excuse
That's
me,
it.
sir. What's your question?
The question is it fact or cap that he's innocent?
Adidja Palmer, innocent on all charges. Thank you.
So this episode of The Den has been sponsored by Caribbean Panola. Yo, thank y'all for coming out. Join The Den. Be cool. Love, peace, and God.
don't forget to hit that like button. Alice, you can let it roll. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And let's build this platform, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Den.
Yes, sir.